Maybe you're doing a little spring cleaning this month? Well, be sure to keep your old bikes handy.
Emily Deem is live at Stadium Bike in Green Bay, where they want your old bikes to put toward a good cause. Hi, Em.
Hey, good morning, Rachel and Pete. Hi, everybody. Yeah, you may look in your garage and say, I haven't ridden this bike in a long time. Doesn't look too good. The handles are a little rusty. Probably don't have any use for it. Well, think again, because somebody may need a bike like this. We're out here at Stadium Bike and West Mason Street in Green Bay, where they want your bikes to be donated so they can send them over to New Community Shelter, where people can have a way to get around in the area. We have Randy, who's out here, the owner. Okay, you're wanting bikes of all different kinds out here. We have a few things to show people at home. One thing in particular, this right here, how could this be used? Someone dropped it off. How can it be used for the New Community Shelter?
Well, this bike here we'll use for parts, whether it be the shifter and brake handles, some of the cables, maybe the derailleurs. But there's really not a lot on this one we can use. But that's the thing. Any bike that's brought in, there might be a few parts, or quite a few parts we can use, even if it's not in a rideable condition.
Now this, to me, looks like it's in fairly good shape. Tell me about this one.
This one here, it's got a little rust on it, but I think pull air in the tires, lube the chain up, make sure it's safe, and it's probably ready to go.
Now there are lots of different types of bikes that have been donated, more than 100 bikes already that you've brought over to New Community Shelter. What do you really want people at home, if they're thinking of donating something, what's probably the main type of bike you would want?
Well, an ideal bike would be a bike with fenders on it, bags on it, like an old Paperboy Messenger bike, but any bike will work, so because this bike is going to be used for transportation for people to get to and from jobs, go to job interviews, things like that. So think about the conditions we have to ride in, and that's what people are going to be using the bikes for.
Definitely. Well, if we look back here, if you could see back here, this one doesn't even have a back tire on it. And this is what, about 20 years old? So what can we do with something like this?
Well, this one again, we'll look at if there's parts, if we can either build it into a new bike with a few parts or take a few parts that are good and make another bike out of it. So on this one here, we'll probably look at maybe the wheels, maybe the brakes, possibly the shifter levers. The rest of it will probably just go to scrap, but then the scrap dollars are used to purchase additional parts.
Now I had someone ask, hey, kids' bikes, can that be donated?
Yeah, the New Community Shelter has a nice program for children, and they'll take a kid's bike. So any of the kids' bikes will work well as well, also.
Hey, and if you bring something in today, you're going to get a little something back too. Tell us about some stuff that you're offering out here.
Well, we're offering $10 in trade if you're interested in buying a new bike, and then we also have a donation from Baumeister Root Beer. So they'll get a 6-pack of Baumeister Root Beer with any trade, whether they want a bike from us today or not.
All right. Make sure you donate your bikes out here. Stadium Bike, West Mason Street in Green Bay. They've already had more than 100, so get your bike out here. We'll send it back to you.
All right.
Great. Thanks, Emily.
Thanks, Em.